Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Just a short pass to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Second and long here. Extending the play. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a second and long.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Cyclones can really attack on this second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. He's past the marker. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moving the pocket, it's Rayner. Turns it upfield.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
And the Cyclones come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Inside. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Looking for a crease. It's Martin. Nowhere to go. And the Cougars will hustle to the line.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. Like the injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
BYU with the 1st and 10.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he's
ready to take a shot. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. The play fake. Fires to the wideout. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the quick completion. Turning it on. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Escapes the pressure going right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Flying down the left side. And with the pick six. Touchdown, BYU. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line. Not a whole lot of room on that return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Complete downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Cyclones peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Out wide left, it's Peppers. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the air, it's Rayner. Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback signaling to his guys. 2nd down to the air. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Tells to run, wants to pass. Look out! Out wide right, it's Lyons. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. BYU right back to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll field this one in tight quarters. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. The run inside. It's Peppers. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
On the ground with the counter. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense might bring the house here. Right back to it. And he's brought down after a short gain. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Selling the fake. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away.
Number 85, on to punt it away.
Makes a catch at the 10. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Turns it upfield. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hands it off. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage point.
It is deafening in here. Soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. He's changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Moves to his right. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And the Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Motion from the wide receiver. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires immediately. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. BYU lines up quickly.
All right, and it all starts with the big bear. I mean, first of all, when your name is Bear, you're cooler than everyone else. But when you saw him come in as a freshman a year ago, big, strong,
going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The Cougars line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Now, what a missed opportunity for this offense. They had a chance to get points. Now they turn the football over. But if I'm this defense, I'm ready to roll. I got them in the black zone. They got to go the length of the field, see if I can go make something happen and get this ball back to my offense.
Oh, pressure's coming. Gets rid of it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Straight ahead, it's Peppers. Breaks into the open. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Under pressure. Unloads in the nick of time.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
The Cyclones decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
From the gun, it's Martin. Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
2nd down, going to throw it. Misses badly on that one. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pulls it on the option, and they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got it in the middle. It's Boyd. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Hits inside. It's Peppers. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They give it back to him. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Cyclones are flying down the field. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Peppers. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Finds a crease, it's Peppers. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Cyclones go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Handoff from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Back to pass. It's Rayner. Still looking. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football and just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Working the middle, it's complete. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Martin. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Rashad Downs going up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the #4 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Huskers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
And the Cyclones will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey guys, the Cougars head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. Two solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. The Cougars want to move quickly. Right at the line. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fields the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Quick give. It's Peppers. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to pass. It's Rayner. That's caught. It's Jackson. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Back to pass on second down. Near the marker, it's Hayes. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw one first. Rush is on. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. BYU right back to the line.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He'll pull it down. And it slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
And the Cyclones right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Drops back on first down. And a quick shuffle pass underneath. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peppers. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Moves the pocket. It's Rayner. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Peppers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Gets the back moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Peppers. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. On the return, it's Bachmeier. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The run inside. It's Martin. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. BYU lines up quickly.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll run it. It's Martin. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's Bachmeier. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cougars! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Iowa State sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll ride him again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
And the Cyclones will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Let's it fly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Line gets set, first down. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Got a man, it's Martin. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. BYU right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Drives inside.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short.
The give on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Straight ahead, it's Peppers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Right side, it's Jackson. He breaks a tackle, and he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Fires quickly. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Fresh center downs going to the air. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Dominated receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun, it's Peppers. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? Churns into the pile. Across the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Making the adjustment. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Swamped immediately.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows.
Makes the catch. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the BYU sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Oh, he's got some space. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Cougars! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What an unbelievable play on offense, and I think the thought process was, hey, we're on our own 2-yard line. Let's just run the ball and give ourselves some space, give ourselves some better field position. But the ball carrier says, no way. I'm making people miss. I'm taking this thing to the crib. And he showed you his speed. Wow, what a game-changing type play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense.
Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th.
Hits inside. It's Peppers.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Sets his feet. It's Rayner. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff. And
makes the catch, and he's free. Inside the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Peppers. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Left side is Hayes. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. The Cyclones spin the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They're definitely in range for the tying field goal, but still trying to get to the line quickly. Out wide right, it's Peppers. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sets his feet. It's Rayner. Moving out to the right. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It has been said that the obstacle